everyone. So, this episode of 10 at 10, securing your website. So, we're in a very digital world right now. So, having a website is a crucial part of running your business to market your brand, attract clients. It's just the way it is. It's a standard now in your marketing efforts. However, with the increasing cyber threats and malware attacks, it's even more important to prioritize the maintenance of your website. Yeah, don't judge me. I'm turning off my phone while I'm doing this. Um, Hacked websites can damage your reputation. They can make people lose confidence in your website. Also, the search engines may lower you as far as your ability for people to find you. Um, and of course, you're losing revenue as well because if people can't find you, there is a question about you as a business owner, right? So your website is a marketing tool, just like any other tool. If you had a shipping company, you had a fleet of trucks, you are a tech person who maintains computers, you are maintaining the tools of your trade. Your website is one of the tools of your trade right now. So, anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let's go. I want to jump into this with some tips and tricks for you. So, good morning, everyone. So, this is another episode of 10 at 10, where I wanted to share with you just some, I felt like this week, the last couple of weeks, I've been in the middle of so much as far as malware issues and cyber threats and clients who don't really take it seriously and then they get attacked. And it happens more often than you think to companies who are smaller. So, like a recent stat said 46% of all cyber breaches impact businesses fewer than 1,000. So, the mindset is that's a big company issue. But what does that have to do with marketing? Your website is one of those entry points, right? And it's important to secure it. So, Paula Madison Sierra here. I am the owner of Power Marketing SF and your host for 10 at 10 today, wanting to share with you. I think this important information, I think folks do not take it seriously enough. So, securing your website in a digital age, having a website very essential to running your business. First point of contact, if they want to find out about you, that's where they're going. And, this is one I've heard from a lot of my lawyers out there. Well, that's not how I run my business. I don't need a website. I just need a thing thrown together. It doesn't really matter. It does matter. It's not 15 years ago, guys. We're in a very different place. And COVID ramped up the speed of technology and interaction. Then we just dropped in AI, also cranked it up a little bit more as well. The number of cyber attacks went up during the COVID era. And so I'm hoping that this is something that you take seriously. Okay. So, the message that you've heard me say time and time again is your website's a workhorse. You should actually use it for stuff besides just a pretty face, right? You should use it for your payment portal and for your client access and, to do questionnaires and to do your presentations. And there's a myriad of things that you could use the website for. And a lot of you guys out there are using the website for more than just a pretty face. So it's really, truly a workhorse. It's doing a lot. Doing a lot also means that the website is now has portals of entry and that you really need to be thinking about security. 80% of businesses have customer data that could be compromised during an attack. And employees of smaller businesses experience 350% more socially engineered attacks than those of larger enterprises. Do you know why? Because they know that as larger businesses, smaller businesses, that you are not taking the precautions that you should, and that you're not taking this seriously. Because the narrative is that I'm a small business. No one wants to attack me, but the data actually says 37% of companies hit by ransomware have fewer than 100 employees. All right. So it's not enough to just have the website. It's important to also secure it and maintain it well as well. It's a tool of your trade. So, yes, I am trying to scare you a little bit. If you're like, Paula, you're trying to scare me today. Yes, I am. I am trying to scare you into maintaining your property, your website in a more effective manner and taking it serious. But I want to point out one very simple thing. Maintenance isn't marketing. Maintenance is just maintenance and security. Okay. You're just simply maintaining one of the tools of your trade. And today we're speaking about one of them, which is the website. So that doesn't mean that you're marketing, guys. That just means that your marketing tool, your website, is now secured from malware, from attacks, from all of these items. All right. So maintenance to protect your business from malicious attacks and will boost your online presence as well. Now, you might be wondering why it's so important to maintain the website. First and foremost, a well-maintained website can lead to better client engagement. So let's talk about the marketing items, okay? If your website is slow and unresponsive, it's difficult to navigate. I mean, I haven't been to one for a while, so I know that people are smartening up out there and doing what they're supposed to. But have you been to a website that is a little slow? And now our clients are actually searching for us on these a lot more than they're going to the desktops, right? So it's either this first or a laptop. Desktop is a far third for some people, for many people, right? So you don't want it to be slow and unresponsive and difficult to navigate. So your potential clients may abandon it and move on to a competitor, right? A website that is not properly optimized, again, not well maintained, not operating at its optimal, is not properly ranked in the search engines. So your search engine optimization, SEO that you guys hear about, is slightly different from an optimized website. An optimized website, when it's designed and delivered to you, it has all the things, all the elements that it needs for an effective website. Work completed, it's been delivered to you. This does not mean that overnight your website is going to be in the number one spot, guys. That's not what it means. It means that they've delivered to you an effective website, which now needs to be marketed. Have you ever seen one of those physical stores, brick and mortar stores? It's in the middle of nowhere. You go in, it's the most amazing store, food, or a little kitschy store you go into, and it's just wonderful. But there's like hardly any run around because the location that they've chosen is really poor and no one can find them, right? And maybe you speak to the owner, because I know I have, and they say, well, people will find me. That's the same thing that I see with that mindset of I've gotten an optimized website, so therefore people are going to find me. Yes, people will find you who know you. Maybe your active clients who know you will go there. Maybe if you've told your referral partners. But how many of these other folks, these unknown people who right now are looking for your services, your kind of services, but as they're doing their searches, you are not coming up. So that's SEO. Different thing. I wanted to throw that in for a little short discussion. Let's move along, right? But I wanted to make sure SEO, which is an activity that you'd be doing monthly, weekly, is different from an optimized website. Okay. All right, so let's continue. It's important to have an optimized website because you will not be ranked properly in the search engines. This can result in loss of revenue. You might not be considered alongside your competition. On the other hand, a well maintained website can help you to increase client engagement, leading to better conversion rates, ultimately more sales, because you will be part of the consideration pile of clients, uh, uh, owners, businesses that they found. Another important reason to maintain your website is to just simply, like I said before, improve your SEO ranking. Ongoing efforts, maintenance efforts, going to help you. It's also going to help you to catch any malware attacks, which is the most basic one that's directed at small business owners. For the search engines, seeing that you are not maintaining your website, they will begin to lower your ranking as well. Think of the search engines as referral partners, networking buddies of yours. I know that I will not refer someone if I see that they're not running their business well. The search engines are like really great referral partners, networking buddies. If they see that you have a lot of problems, they detect malware, they detect all these other issues, why would they refer you and put you in for consideration as people are searching for your services, right? So on the marketing end, it's going to affect you like in a big way. So perhaps the most important reason in this new era to maintain your website is to protect it from malware and cyber attacks, because it has so many other tentacles that's going to affect your business. Malware software that can infect your website and cause damage to your website. There's a variety of things that they could do. One recent case that I encountered with a client of mine, I've been telling this client for a while that they had a new company that was just doing the maintenance only. But of course, we were still attached. We're still getting messages from the website. And we were seeing that there were some messages coming off of it that we've seen before. We knew what this meant. But we're small, Paula, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. It got to a point where one weekend they called me in a panic because their website was down. Control of the website had been taken over by these hackers because they saw no one was maintaining it. No one was taking the threats, all these little attacks and tests that they were doing to encroach on the website until they took over altogether. My guys had to come in, they had to do massive cleanup. There were many jokes about the amount of porn that was seen, and the weaponry that was being sold. And do you want to lose your website, your URL, your name that's attached to your name, your business name, your reputation in that way? We were able to get it back with our cyber vendor, put it behind a secure space, and started maintaining it on a regular basis to make it more current and more valid, right? But this can happen. It happens on a day-to-day basis. And like I said, it happens to smaller businesses more than larger businesses. Another really fun fact, fun in the opposite, that is, 55% of people in the US are less likely to continue doing business with companies that have been breached. Okay. And again, you heard my stat earlier that those breaches are actually happening to mid-market companies, so small to mid-market companies, because the larger companies have a whole department. They're coming up with a cyber plan. They have protection, security. They're maintaining their tools, not just the website, their emails. They're doing a plethora of things, right? But you're not doing that. Okay. So it's remember that your clients, in some cases, as I told, if you're making your website a working website, there are issues for your clients as well, because tapping into your website could mean that I could get infected as well, right? So sensitive information could be taken from your visitors as they visit your website. Viruses could be added on their side as well. And even taking, I spoke to you about it before, but yeah, they can actually take your website offline. Cyber attackers, on the other hand, are are deliberate. There's a deliberate attempt, right, to gain unauthorized access to your website, or your client's information, because they don't just want your information. They want your employees' information. They want your vendors' information. They want your client's information. This can lead to serious consequences, including legal ramification for you, loss of reputation, and of course, as I said before, loss of revenue. Because, if the problem is that massive, it may lead to a client of yours possibly suing you for knowingly not doing what you were supposed to do. So now that we've heard all the scary stuff, because as you can see, I'm all the way in. I'm dealing with one client now, who for a long time had issues with it and just didn't take it serious. They're now with another marketing company. That's fine, but the other marketing companies telling them the same thing as well, to really take this serious. So they're doing it. I'm really happy and grateful for that. I've just gotten out with another company who almost had lost their URL, and it's a company of great reputation and branding, and that would have been a horrible thing for them to lose their name, right? So now that we've told the scary stories, what can you do to secure your website? 5 solutions that I'd love for you to implement. Okay. Simplest one is keep your software up to date, guys. This includes your website platform, plugins, any other softwares that you use. Make sure to update them regularly to ensure that you're protecting against the latest threats and attacks. There's a lot of platforms out there. I'm not giving you any specifically because there's a lot of great ones out there. So find that out and just apply. You start using one actively. All right. Use stronger password. Your dog's name, your kids' names is not an appropriate password. Um, our information is out there. We can check on, this is what hackers do. They go to Facebook, they see that your kid's name is Johnny. They know all likelihood that you're probably, if they see that you fit a pattern, is using the password Johnny. They see that the year that you were born in is 19, blah, 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 and may think that might be a great place for them to start testing a password. Use a strong password. They're password protection software that are so affordable. And the amount of monies that you'd be paying monthly is nothing in comparison to losing all of your contacts, losing the ability to get to any of your work, for your clients. 30 something. I mean, it goes all the way up. I've seen 60, but I've seen cheaper as well. So choose one and use one. Okay, so your passwords are first line of defense. Many times, depending on the password protection company that you use, they'll actually change up or suggest changing your password. I suggest doing that as well. Make sure to use unique password for all your accounts and change them regularly. Installing security plugins. There are many security plugins available that protect your website from malware and cyber attacks. These plugins can scan your website for vulnerability, block malware traffic, and even provide firewall protection. One that and this is like a side note here. One thing that I didn't add to the list, but can you please get yourself a VPN for your laptop, for crying out loud? A VPN is a virtual private network. It protects you. So if you're in public and you see free Wi-Fi, yay, free. Yeah, you can use the Wi-Fi as long as your VPN is initiated. It will simply create a firewall to your information from. So you're still using the free Wi-Fi in almost like your own protected little corner. Okay. And of course, a lot of us nowadays are actively traveling and working. Airports are horrible places. Coffee bars are horrible. People like that sit around and prey on people who, oh, great, they don't have a VPN to protect them. I can easily get in. These people do it for sport. So back up your computer regularly, please. Um, and make sure that you, if you do get a malware attack, that you can quickly and easily recover from the point prior to the attack so that you can re-upload your information and not lose it all. Number five, the reality that I hear, the narrative that I hear is I'm a small business. I can't afford an IT person, Paula. What do you, I'm just one person. I'm two persons. There are five of us. You can hire yourself an IT professional. Okay. Um, I'm just going to throw in another stat because I have so many of them. 75% of small businesses could not continue operating if they were hit with ransomware. So hire yourself an IT professional, please. There are many of them. They span the spectrum of cost. Please don't use the kid next door because he's good at computers. Please use a proper certified professional who's committed to your business, committed to monthly maintenance, committed to scanning for vulnerabilities and reporting to you. Just pay for it, all right? Hire a professional. If you're not confident of your ability to secure your website, consider hiring a professional to do it for you. A professional can provide expert advice, implement the latest security measures to protect your business. You're looking at consider two freelancers to consider here. All right. You're looking at an IT professional who would come in, and you really could have them come in once a month, every 2 months, every quarter, and they'll maintain your all your devices, making sure that everything is working perfectly fine. And then also a cybersecurity company or person to clean up any existing issues to secure your WordPress site moving forward. And just to kind of throw it in there, we offer that service as well, where we offer it as a package, uh, website, your WordPress security, and also monthly maintenance as a monthly package. Reach out if you want a discussion about it. In conclusion, I just want to say securing your website is essential for the success of your business, your marketing. By maintaining your website, you are improving your client engagement. Again, you're boosting your SEO ranking, you're protecting your business from malware, you're protecting your employees, your vendors, your clients. Because imagine if your clients lost all of their intellectual property because of a connection that they have with you. I want you to take it serious, guys. By implementing the five simple items that I've shared with you and the stats that I've shared with you, I hope that this will be just a first step in you securing your website and protecting your brand reputation. So thanks for listening to that today. Please reach out if you're interested in hearing more about securing your business and utilizing our new package. And also, if you're looking for marketing, we're a perfect place to start. We offer a free 30-minute consultation. My continued mission, as always, is to introduce you to what I call everyday experts and business owners will offer their expertise. And of course, I also offer marketing tips and advice and things that you should know as well. The show airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. live, not pre recorded, on LinkedIn. So, my quote for you today is an entrepreneur is someone who jumps off a cliff and builds an airplane on their way down. That one's by Reid Hoffman. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope I didn't scare you too much, but actually, no. I hope I did scare you guys. I hope I scared you guys enough into just simply sitting down and creating a plan. This is neither expensive or overwhelming. It's little things that you can do today. Search virus protection, malware protection, download it, implement it. You could do the same with a password protection company as well. Download it, start utilizing it. Everyone who's in your company should be using some variation of it. And uh, if you have employees, no matter how few of them you have, share what I just spoke about today with you, with them as well. So they understand that they're under attack from social design, and to be very smart about what they open as well and have a conversation regularly. So stay strong, guys. Keep moving forward. And I appreciate your time today. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, everyone. Take care.